Hey guys, Ron with Trophy Catfish Kayak Anglers. We're out here at Santee Cooper at Pax Landing, and we're about to announce the top 3 guys from the TCKA National Championships. Fellas, you want to come on up? Tim Peppers, Jesse O'Neill, and Justin Johnson are the top 3 right now. And we're going to talk for just a minute about thanking everybody that's helped us out this year. We want to thank New Canoe for giving us the kayak that we're going to give away to the winner today. And we want to thank Chubby Fish Outdoors for believing in us and helping us out this season as well. All right, we're not going to waste a whole lot of time. I got to drive 9 hours. So third place with 112.25 inches, Mr. Tim Peppers. Tell us a little bit about how you did it, sir.
Rough. I basically caught my fish trying to survive, just paddle as hard as I could a lot of times, and got bites. But other than that, it was more of an Ironman competition than it was a fishing tournament. But all in all, it was great. I mean, we got to meet all the guys. I just wish the weather was better. Other than that, it was just good for another fishing trip.
There you go. Any sponsors or pro staff?
I want to thank Rip and Lip, Elite Rod Holders. I hear Hooker Terminal Tackle is coming on board next year.
That's a good possibility, yes, sir.
And we just want to give a good shout out to all the sponsors and thank you for all you do, and thank Ron for all he does.
All right, thank you. So it was a little bit of a tough time out there, as you'll hear from all these guys. Some of us barely caught, if we caught.
Ron.
But still, nonetheless, a good time, great place to be. And I turned the leaderboard off last night at 10:30 just to build a little suspense. And at that point in time, I didn't know who was going to win. It was a pretty close race. When I woke up this morning, I was like, oh, okay. So your first TCKA national champion with a total of 247.25 inches, Justin Johnson.
Raise my arm in victory.
All right, with 196 inches, Jesse takes second place. Jesse, how'd you get them fish?
Just slow drag, running drifting sticks. I sit over in 9 foot of water most of the day, fighting wind, soaking wet. Pretty much everything come off slow drags. Caught 2 off anchor late in the evening. Just dragging bait around, that's it.
What kind of tackle do you use?
Using drifting sticks as my weights. Clay Henderson's drift sticks. They work great for out here. They roll over stuff like that. Just running 30-pound line on Team Catfish rods. 8/0 hooks running gizzard shad.
Getting it done. Well, it was good enough to send you home with $303.70 for your second place finish. Congratulations, sir.
Thanks, sir.
All right, Justin, you gonna give up any secrets for us?
Well, I film everything. There ain't no secrets to me. But yesterday was, well, this whole 4 days I fished out here has been a grind. The first 2 practice days I was out here, I caught 1 fish. I came out here thinking I was going to fish how I fish at home and just do my thing, deep water structure, and make it work out here. And like Mike Tyson said, everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the face. And I got punched in the face the first 2 days, so I said I got to change my ways. So I've had numerous people on YouTube reaching out and offering support and offering me up. And one fella, Brandon Jackson, he hooked me up with some bait on the way over here. He said, man, go fish this spot. And so I said, listen, I'm going to burn that spot to the ground with this YouTube video, think it over. And he said, no, I want you to go fishing. So I did. And I caught all them fish out of 5 feet of water, all but one of them. Even with the cold front coming through, them fish had went a mile or more through shallow water to get back there. And I spent all my time, and on Friday when the wind was kicking, 15 miles an hour, 25 mile an hour gusts, I sat right there. I took advantage of our shore fishing rule. As long as you use your kayak to get to the place that you're accessing, I park my kayak on the bank, and I use that wind to the advantage. I let that wind blow in on me, stack up the bait right there, and I caught fish and got them on white perch. And yesterday I got a couple bluegill, but yesterday was tough. I spent 17 hours on the water yesterday, and I got my last fish around 10:45 last night. And this guy right here, he got his limit early in the day, and I saw that and I was like, I'm screwed. I'm going from hero to zero overnight because I didn't get my first bite till like 2:30. And so, yeah, it was a rough day, but got it done in. I'm convinced there ain't no small fish out here. I caught 8 fish this week, and every one, the smallest one was 38 inches. So there ain't no small fish out there. They ain't breeding. It's just all whoppers.
Speaking of that, the day 2 big fish, that went to Van Hughes with a 42-inch fatty that we had yesterday. I had to help him get the picture together. But the day 1 big fish, and big fish overall, you want to tell everybody how big it was?
45 1/4, I believe it was.
That is a hog.
It was a good one.
That is a hog.
It was
That
a good
fish
one.
right there was enough to give you an extra $344
Heck yeah.
on top of the $708.60 for your first place finish,
Wow.
bringing you to a total of $1,052.62 or 60 cents, and a new Frontier 12 from New Canoe. So pretty good haul in there.
That's a pretty good haul for
About a
few days of fishing.
$2,500 fishing trip.
Yeah. I mean, that's worthwhile to fish these things, Ron.
I'm working on it. Well, congratulations.
Hey, thank you, Ron. I appreciate you doing all this. I know you took a lot of grief from me this year, but this guy right here, man, he's been a trooper. He's stayed calm. I can be very abrasive and difficult to get along with, but he's showed a lot of patience with me and put the time in on this thing. Most guys would have done quit by now, and he has stuck it out, and I'm really appreciative of him.
Well, let me tell you why I'm doing what I'm doing. There's 2 reasons that I tournament fish. One is all these guys standing around me. I didn't just meet a bunch of cool guys. I've made some really great friends this weekend. These are an excellent bunch of guys. You couldn't ask for better people. Everybody was down to help each other. We all worked through this hard weather. We all made sure everybody stayed safe. These are the type of people you want in your life, I promise you that. And that's the biggest reason that I do what I do, because I love this type of community. I love being around other anglers. And the other reason that I started this is because I learned from my bass fishing tournaments that tournaments make me a better angler. It's not so much about me competing against you or you or you. It's about me bettering myself. And I know that going up against the best guys in the nation is going to drive me to do better and get better. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. And if you're thinking about it, think no more. Get out here and get it done. You will be a better angler for it. It might not show on tournament day, as I found out this weekend, but you learn from every step of it. And let's see. First and foremost, I've got to thank God for keeping all of us safe. This
Amen,
weekend could have been bad. It really could have been. But Lord Almighty kept us all safe, and God willing, we'll all make it back to our families later on today. And this is one for the history books. This is the first ever of its kind, but not the last, I promise you that. Okay, next I gotta say thank you to Catch, because they provided me with a board, and that thing is a rock star, if you ask me. It's little, but it does its job. It held that 42-inch fish like a dream. So thank you, Duke, for believing in me and helping me out with that. And a personal thanks to Mike Schmidt, the man with the plan. He is my regional director at Team New Canoe, but he stepped up this season and worked with me to be the kind of judge that we need as we figure out how these fish have to be judged in this sport, because this isn't bass fishing. There is a whole different realm of trying to get these fish on the board and get good measurements and get good pictures, and we're still trying to figure it all out. So Mike's done a real good job of working with us and trying to, make this happen, and I really appreciate all your help, Mike. And lastly, I'd like to thank Chad Hoover for mentoring me through this. I was just a guy with an idea 2 years ago and started talking to Chad, and he has kind of helped me along the way, teaching me what I needed to do step by step to try to make this thing grow. He isn't giving me anything, he's making me work for it, but I appreciate that because I've worked for everything I've ever got in my life. and it just makes you, you know, respect what you get all that much more when you work for it. But that being said, gentlemen, we're going to cut this short. We're going to get home to our families, and thanks for joining us.
All right. That's a wrap.
Yeah.